your effort and the value you contribute to those around you, the simple answer to making more money is be more valuable to people. It's like really simple. It's like, if you want more money, be more valuable, period. So if you don't like the value you get in return for your time and energy today, then like be more valuable tomorrow. If not, you don't deserve any more money, because that's literally how it works.
Bitcoin's current price surge is a critical indicator of its adoption and trust as a leading financial asset. This increase reflects growing investor confidence and Bitcoin's expanding role as a medium of exchange and store of value. Monitoring Bitcoin's price reveals a shifting trust from fiat currencies to decentralized alternatives. In his discussion with Saifedean Ammous, Strike CEO, Jack Mallers emphasizes that living on a Bitcoin standard involves both philosophical and practical dimensions. Philosophically, it challenges traditional views of money, encouraging individuals to rethink the implications of currency choices on personal finance and societal structures. Jack believes this transition often leads to more disciplined savings and spending as users become more mindful of their financial decisions in a deflationary environment. Practically, adopting a Bitcoin standard requires adjustments in daily transactions, prompting users to engage with various financial tools tailored for Bitcoin management. This convergence highlights Bitcoin's transformative potential, not just as a financial asset, but as a catalyst for a broader economic paradigm shift, especially as it approaches new all-time highs. Watch clips from the interview to hear more about Jack Mallers' perspective and his conversation with Saifedean Ammous. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable post notifications for more updates and in-depth content. Thanks for joining us again. Enjoy the video.
You and I know that money, listen, humans do work. We contribute, like the only things we really have is time on this planet and in our lives, and we express it through the energy we contribute. And then we have to make decisions in how that work is stored. And I can get compensated in autographed baseball cards, dollars, gold, Bitcoin, and that's my choice and how I store the effort that I contribute, and I want to save it and exchange it later. And the price just tells us how many people are making the choice of Bitcoin. So it's quite literally an adoption metric of how much of the world's effort is being stored in this money that we care about. And as it grows, there's obvious network effects and economies of scale with money. We all know that. And so to me, not valuing the price is a fundamental misunderstanding that Bitcoin is money. And that, again, money is technology. It's not like a construct. We can't all agree that water bottles are money and make them money. Money is designed to solve this very particular problem. And the more people pick Bitcoin as their solution and opt into using this technology as the money, then the better all of the other holders of the money, the better the world, because of the belief system and the way it was designed and all that we subscribe to. So I think it's just a fundamental misunderstanding, to be candid. Like, someone, to me, if you don't value the price of Bitcoin, then you don't fundamentally understand it and understand money for that matter. And what's interesting too, on your comment on, society doesn't like rich people or makes people with a lot of money feel bad about themselves and demonizes them. What's fascinating is, I'm a millennial. So at the age group where my friends that I've grown up with are now, we're all becoming adults, and in a way that you want to be a homeowner, you want to be a dad or a mother, you want to get married. And none of my friends have assets. None of my, and not all of them, but to make the point, the people I grew up with are generally unhealthy, whether that's their weight, they've picked up disease, they are not in serious relationship, they don't own any assets, they're primarily in debt, whether that's through education, through their card. And it's really sad. And I have my own opinions as a Bitcoiner as to how that came to be and why that is related to fiat. But the conversation when they say, well, I want more money. Why do more people have more money than me? But if you understand money fundamentally as really your contributions to society, it is like your effort and the value you contribute to those around you. The simple answer to making more money is be more valuable to people. It's like really simple. It's like, if you want more money, be more valuable, period. So if you don't like the value you get in return for your time and energy today, then like be more valuable tomorrow. If not, you don't deserve any more money, because that's literally how it works. But it does seem like a symptom, and it's super unfortunate. There's like a real divide from a lot of the people I grew up with and their beliefs and their health and their life today versus some of us that got into Bitcoin. And that's a conversation we have all the time, is an argument over wealth status and wealth gap. It's like, the simplest way to build more wealth is just be more valuable. And that's an objective statement, because you can believe whatever you want, but if the market doesn't agree with you, then you're wrong.
Mallers emphasizes the importance of Bitcoin's price as a crucial indicator of its adoption and the value people assign to it as money. He argues that dismissing the price as insignificant reflects a fundamental misunderstanding of Bitcoin as a monetary technology. According to Mallers, the increasing adoption of Bitcoin across various sectors, used for transactions, savings, and investment, highlights its significance. Jack also highlights how the absence of intrinsic value, coupled with increased money printing, significantly fuels inflation. When central banks print more money without a corresponding rise in goods and services, it leads to a surplus of currency chasing too few products, driving prices higher. This excess money supply, not backed by tangible assets, diminishes consumer confidence and erodes purchasing power. As prices rise, the cost of living increases, destabilizing the economy and exacerbating inflationary pressures while undermining overall economic stability. Let's go back to the interview and watch more clips to gain insights from Jack Mallers.
I mean, I think it's lost on people that a way to think about inflation is that they're expanding the monetary supply faster than humans are producing value and innovating. Like another way I like to think about Bitcoin is I'm long humanity by owning Bitcoin, because with my money supply fixed, I get the benefits of human innovation and human productivity. Like when humans innovate and produce more that makes food cheaper and education more accessible and travel easier, like I'm a net beneficiary of that. Whereas if I'm holding a currency like the dollar that's being produced so rapidly that they're producing more dollars than we are producing innovation as humans. And to your point, that's an insane concept to wrap your head around, given we're living in this world of AI and tech boom, and we've got now cars driving themselves with Elon Musk. It really puts into perspective how much money they're actually printing and how much debasement that our currencies are actually going through for the goods and services that you need in your life to still be working the wrong way. You're running on a treadmill. You could be innovating and producing as a human as hard as you want, but if you're not getting a 20% raise year over year, and the housing market that you actually desire to live in for a life that you deem worthwhile is going up 21% year over year, then the currency is just outpacing your productivity. And so I don't think people appreciate that. And that's really just as simple as it is, like plain speak, that's just math. And then conversely, that means owning Bitcoin is being long humanity and subscribing to innovation and subscribing to us as a species being able to be more productive year over year, generation over generation, century over century. So I think that's lost on people. And you know what? Like the fiat mindset, and I've thought a lot about this, and I've had really difficult conversations with people I've grown up with and that I love deeply. The mental model that I like to use is fiat. It clouds the world. It makes it very foggy and difficult to understand. Meaning, I've used this analogy before. I think what death is to life, Bitcoin is to money. In that, if I was never going to die, I'd eat donuts every day. I'd eat the steak tomorrow. I wouldn't get married for 1 million years. I wouldn't go to the gym for 10 million years. It's actually the finite promise that my life is fixed is what allows me to value it in the first place. Today I'd have no ability to value today if tomorrow was always promised. And so it's the finite promise of death which gives value to my life. Bitcoin gives that finite promise to our time and our effort and our labor. It's impossible for someone on a fiat standard to value the paycheck they're getting right now. If there's theoretically infinite amounts of dollars, it'd be the equivalent of being able to live forever. And so I think that with fiat, it's very cloudy, whereas with Bitcoin, it's a mirror. And a mirror meaning it's strict objective truths. is when I look in the mirror, I see exactly me for who I am, how much value I'm actually producing for the world, how much value the paycheck I'm actually getting today. And I'm able to make decisions based on my health, my time preference, my investment, my savings, my real-time expenses versus the income I'm generating. And with fiat, I like to think of it as it's cloudy. You can't see the world for what it is. It's impossible to measure the paycheck you're getting today. It's impossible to know how much an education at USC is worth. Is it actually worth $250,000? How would you ever know? And so I think that's another reason people struggle with Bitcoin is objective truths are difficult. The man that relies on a lie has a tough time looking in the mirror.
Bitcoin has surged to $73,600, just $200 shy of its all-time high. Several key indicators suggest that this price rally is part of a broader bull market. Among these signals, Bitcoin has exited a prolonged 7-month downtrend, leading traders to target higher price levels between $85,000 and $160,000. Veteran trader Peter Brandt has noted a significant shift, marking the completion of a 5-month inverted expanding triangle pattern. Bitcoin's recent surge has also cleared major sell walls between $65,000 and $71,000, prompting a liquidation of short positions and forcing bearish traders out. As of October 29th, Bitcoin's market dominance has reached 60%, the highest since March 2021. Traders closely monitor this metric as it often indicates investor sentiment, with rising dominance suggesting an impending BTC bull run. Bitcoin's open interest has hit a new all-time high of $43.6 billion, reflecting heightened investor interest. Additionally, the futures market is currently in contango, with CME futures achieving a record high of $74,485. Traders are positioning themselves for potential price movements, particularly as the U.S. elections approach, with speculations surrounding a crypto-friendly administration under Donald Trump. Spot Bitcoin ETFs have also seen a significant inflow, totaling over $3.8 billion in recent weeks, indicating strong institutional interest in Bitcoin. This combination of factors signals a potentially explosive upward movement for Bitcoin as market dynamics continue to shift. As we come to a close, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin's role as a legitimate financial asset? Do you believe that adopting a Bitcoin standard can truly reshape our economic landscape? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, share this video, and hit your thumbs on the like button. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.